I've lost 30 pounds and have actually kept it off. The old Vivian could cry tears of joy. She would be mind blown because I have been trying to lose weight since I was 12 years old, and I always did it, but then I always gained it back. And I never could keep it off for longer than a month or 2 months because the way that I reached my weight loss goals was always by starving myself and doing as much cardio as possible. But as soon as I was out of my routine, like if my family went on vacation or I just had, one dinner where I was going out to eat and there was sweets and desserts and I was thrown off my healthy eating routine, I fell off track for weeks, if not months, because I was so restrictive. So then once I was around those things, it was just like I had no self-control. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you the 2 things that I had to shift in my mindset and in my actions that have helped me not just lose the weight, but keep it off. Mind blown. Mind blown. Like absolutely mind blown. If you are new to this channel, hello and welcome. I am so happy to have you. My name is Vivian, but you can call me Viv. Or you can call me Vivian if you prefer that, because some people do. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the 2 things that I had to shift to not just lose the weight, but keep the freaking weight off. And actually have a positive relationship with food and my body while doing it, which if you've tried to lose weight, you know that is pretty freaking hard because it's so easy to just be so hard on yourself, beat yourself up, stress about food constantly. So I'm going to tell you what I had to do to let all of that go. So let's talk about nutrition. In this photo, I was tracking my calories, but I would only track when I ate healthy. If I wasn't eating healthy, if it was something that was high calorie, like a cake or a donut or ice cream or a pizza, God forbid, I definitely would not track that. I did not want to see the calories. It would make me freak out. And I was like, I would rather just not see the calories and start again tomorrow when I'm eating healthy. So I technically was tracking my calories, but only when I was eating healthy and eating my meal prepped meals. This photo, this girl, she tracks everything. And if she goes over her calorie goal, you know what she says to herself? She says, that's great. No big. That's life. It happens. Like there's going to be days where you eat more and you want to enjoy yourself, and that is okay. But I'm going to track it just so that I have the data to see what I'm putting in my body. All it is information. And if I go over my calorie goal for the day, that's totally okay. The fact that I tracked it and didn't let that scare me, that is the win. Like going over my calorie goal, that is totally fine. No big. But the fact that I tracked everything and faced my fear, girl, good freaking job. So this girl, she's like, oh, I can only eat healthy. I only want to see the calories when I eat healthy. I only want to track when I eat healthy. So if it ain't healthy, if I'm off my plan, we're just not going to look at it. We'll just start again Monday. This girl says, girl, you tracked everything. I don't care what your calories are. Like, I don't care if you ate 3,000 calories, 4,000 calories. I don't care. Just the fact that you were able to hold yourself accountable to tracking and just seeing it as data and removing the emotion and not guilting yourself from it, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. And doing that really was so positive for me because instead of trying to be so strict on my calorie goal and thinking that I had to either stick to this calorie goal or, I was a failure, and just seeing as like, hey, it's just about taking the daily actions of tracking and just holding yourself accountable to that. Again, seeing the information, seeing the data. That's really all that matters, because then from there, you can make an informed decision in the future. Now you know what you're actually putting into your body. You know why your body's fluctuating the way it is. That's great. That's just information. And being able to take the emotion out of it and really celebrate my win of just tracking everything, that really made this whole experience very positive for me and very empowering. Because again, at the end of the day, it's not like calories don't matter. You know, they do. If you overeat constantly, you are going to gain weight and you're not going to feel your best. So being able to track everything and again, just have the data of like, okay, you know, I ate that. It was this many calories. I didn't feel so good after. Like maybe, you know, in the future, I'll have less because that portion size really just didn't make me feel good or wasn't in alignment with my goals. But you can see it's a very different way I'm talking to myself of like, hey, you know, no biggie. That's fine. Let's just use this as data versus, oh my God, you went over your calorie goal. Like you're a failure. You're going to be fat. This is horrible. No, none of that kind of self-talk. It's all just, all right, what did we learn? Okay, maybe I didn't need to eat that much. Maybe I was stressed and I wasn't being mindful and I wasn't being present. So for me, being able to log everything and track everything and have that data and be able to assess what my state of mind and body was in when I was eating, it's all just helpful data that gives me data for how to approach future situations of, okay, you know, maybe I went to this birthday dinner and I had a lot of food and this was the calories and it's only because, you know, I didn't eat lunch. And because I went to dinner starving, that made me want to overeat. But again, I wouldn't be able to reflect on that if I didn't track at all and just said, oh, you know, today's a failure. We'll just start again tomorrow. Like I wouldn't even have the opportunity to reflect, okay, like what could I have done better? So again, being able to no longer see this whole calorie tracking food as good or bad or on and off and just see it as data and information for how to make decisions in the future. And again, really pat myself on the back for just sticking to my goal of tracking everything, like that completely changed the game for me. So, habit number 2 and mindset shift number 2 that I had to make was this girl, she would only work out if she could work out for longer than an hour and if she had the motivation and energy to do a super intense workout. So like if I was tired or if I just didn't have a lot of motivation or I was low on energy and I knew that I couldn't give my all, I wouldn't do the workout. Or if I couldn't work out in the morning and the only time I could work out was after work when I was tired, no, I can only work out in the mornings when I feel my best. So I'll just start again tomorrow when I can work out in the morning. This girl would only work out when it was at the best time for her, when she could give the workouts her all, and when she had a lot of time to do a workout. And what that led to was a very inconsistent working out because there was very few times where I could meet all of these conditions of being perfect with my timing and energy levels. This girl, she says, you are going to do something every day. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be intense. Just do a little bit every day because you know that movement makes you feel good. Movement makes you freaking feel good and have more energy after, even if you didn't have the energy before. So if you are scheduled to go to the gym today, but you are just, it's leg day and you're just feeling so tired, that's okay. Just show up and do what you can. If you're really tired, just do a 10-minute walk. No big, just the fact that you showed up to the gym because you said you were going to go, that is the win in itself. So you can see like this girl right here, she was looking for all of the gold and the wins. She wasn't measuring herself of trying to be perfect. If it wasn't perfect, she couldn't do it or it was bad. No, any ounce of effort that I gave, I would celebrate the heck out of it because I knew that just starting to be consistent with small habits, even if it's not quote unquote perfect, that's how you build on those habits. If you go to the gym every day and you do something for 5 or 10 minutes, then you can work up to 15, then 20, then 30 minutes. But if you only go to the gym once a week when it's perfect and you continue that habit, you can never build on that because again, there's such a few conditions where you are feeling amazing and energetic and all the stars align and all your ducks are in a row. So the biggest differences of tracking only when I'm eating healthy to just tracking everything and using it as data and just celebrating the fact that I tracked and like made that effort, and only going to the gym when I had an hour and a half to work out and could go super intense and felt strong and high motivation, to just do a little bit every day. A little bit every day that makes you feel good. Can be yoga, can be walking, can be weights if you want to. Just those shifts of really seeing things as, what can you do today? A little bit every day. And how can you celebrate the heck out of yourself for those wins? And not try to be perfect and only celebrate when you are perfect. Celebrate every little ounce of effort you're making. Those shifts that I made have brought me to where I am today, where I have an amazing relationship with food. I have an amazing relationship in my body. I feel so confident in my body. I feel so fit and lean and good. And again, that was only when I made the shift of not trying to be perfect anymore and could only do my habits when I felt like I could be perfect. And again, when all the stars aligned, once I let that go, it's like everything just flowed so seamlessly. It's like all of the missing pieces that I didn't even know I had, they came together. It is incredible what happens when you just do a little bit every day. Tiny, tiny wins, a little bit every day that you can build upon. I have a client right now who she is so tired after work, and all I have her do is 3 sets of one exercise. That's it, which literally takes her 5 minutes. That's her workout for the day. And you know what's amazing is now she's in the habit of doing a 5-minute workout after work every day. Now we can build up to 10. And then we can build up to 15 minutes. But had I have her try to do an hour workout after work, which would have felt way too overwhelming, she would have never even started. No way. She would have just felt overwhelmed. It was too much. She never would have even started. And then she couldn't have built upon the habit because she wouldn't even have the habit to build on in the first place. So the biggest difference was really celebrating the small wins and not thinking that they're pointless and not thinking that they're meaningless. Because those thoughts and beliefs of like, oh, only 5 minutes, like, what's the point? That mindset, those thought patterns will screw you up, because I promise you, the big wins, they come from the little wins. So I hope that you found this video insightful and helpful. If you want to work with me with one-on-one online nutrition and fitness coaching and overcome yo-yo dieting once and for freaking all, then please head to www.teamevolve.co. I so look forward to hearing from you. You can also follow me on Instagram at Vivian No and on TikTok at Vivian No with an underscore at the end. If you want to see more videos from me and how I was able to overcome the all or nothing mindset, binge eating, emotional eating, and yo-yo dieting, then go ahead and click this video right here. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.